Every time the world said he failed, Elon Musk smiled. Every time he lost everything, he started again, stronger, louder, unstoppable. Because for Elon Musk, pain is not punishment, failure is not the end, and discomfort is not something to avoid. It's something to live in. This is not the story of a billionaire. It's the story of a man who turned pain into power, fear into fire, and rejection into revolution. A man who believes that to build the impossible, you must first live through the impossible. This is the story of why Elon Musk embraces discomfort and failure, and how that mindset turned an ordinary boy into the man shaping humanity's future. It begins in South Africa, 1971. A boy with a strange name and stranger dreams grows up in a turbulent home. His parents separate. He faces loneliness at an age when most kids only dream about toys. He's quiet, introverted, lost in his thoughts. At school, he's not the hero of the playground. He's the boy who gets bullied, beaten until unconscious. He once said, "I had a terrible childhood. I was bullied severely. It was excruciating. But pain did something unexpected. Instead of breaking him, it built him. When the world outside was cruel, he escaped into worlds inside books, reading 2, sometimes 3 books a day. From science fiction to physics, from philosophy to programming, his mind became a universe no bully could enter. And somewhere between those pages, he learned a silent truth, that every discomfort carries a hidden lesson. At age 12, he coded his first game, Blaster, and sold it for $500. A small achievement, but to him, it was everything, because it whispered a message he never forgot. Ideas have value. Imagination can change reality. By his late teens, Elon knew South Africa wasn't his destiny. He wanted freedom. He wanted a place where ideas could breathe. So he left everything behind and moved to Canada and later to America. He arrived with almost nothing. No connections, no luxury, just determination and a dream too big for comfort. He cleaned boilers. He shoveled dirt. He worked 100 hours a week, sometimes sleeping on the floor, sometimes in cheap rentals. He said, "I worked every waking hour." Because if you want to succeed, you must outwork your doubts. While others were resting, Elon was coding through the night, building small software projects that would one day shape the world. His first real startup, Zip2, was born in a tiny office. He and his brother slept beside their computers. There was no bed, no comfort, just code and caffeine. Investors laughed. Newspapers rejected their ideas. But Elon kept going. He once said, "If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it." And finally, the world noticed. Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million. Overnight, Elon became a millionaire. But for him, money was never the goal. Impact was. He didn't buy luxury, he bought freedom to build again. Elon's next venture, X.com, aimed to revolutionize online banking. It eventually became PayPal, but before success came betrayal. In 2000, while Elon was on vacation, his board removed him as CEO. The company he built kicked him out. Most people would have quit. Most would have said, "Enough pain, I've made enough money." But Elon wasn't most people. He said, "It was painful. I thought it was unfair." But you can't control everything, only your reaction to it. That's when discomfort turned into his greatest teacher. He realized the world doesn't owe you comfort. You earn respect through resilience. So instead of giving up, he smiled again. He took the money he earned from PayPal and risked it all on 3 impossible dreams: SpaceX, Tesla, and Solar City. When asked why, he replied, "Because if something is important for the future of humanity, I don't care if it fails, it must be done." That wasn't ambition, that was purpose. SpaceX was a vision, make life multi-planetary. But dreams this big come with a brutal price. 2006, first rocket launch. Failure, millions lost. The rocket exploded. 2007, second launch. Failure again. 2008, third launch. Another explosion. Each failure cost not only money, it cost faith. Investors left. Engineers doubted. The media mocked him. At the same time, Tesla was collapsing. Solar City was running out of funds. He said, "I thought it was all going to be over." Elon had to choose, pay his rent or pay his engineers. He chose his engineers. He said, "I put my last dollar into SpaceX and Tesla. I had to borrow money for rent." That's not business. That's belief. He was broke, yet burning with vision. Then came the fourth launch. The world watched. He said before it, "If this doesn't work, SpaceX will die. But I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of not trying." And then the rocket lifted off. It reached orbit. For the first time, success. The impossible became real. NASA noticed. Investors returned. And Elon Musk rose from the ashes once again. Elon doesn't avoid pressure. He manufactures it. He said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." At Tesla, when production lines failed, he didn't fly away in private jets. He slept in the factory, under his desk, beside his engineers. He said, "How can I expect my team to give their all if I don't?" He works over 100 hours a week, eats standing, barely sleeps, because to him, comfort kills innovation. He once said, "I don't want to be comfortable. Comfort makes you weak." When Tesla faced quality issues, Elon personally replied to customers on Twitter. Within minutes, company policy would change. That's his rhythm. No delay, no excuses, just action. He believes progress is built in discomfort, not in ease. Elon Musk's philosophy is simple. Failure isn't the enemy, it's feedback. He said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you're not innovating enough." Every rocket that exploded gave SpaceX new data. Every car recall at Tesla taught lessons to make the next model safer. Every criticism became fuel to improve. He believes the fastest way to learn is to fail fast and recover faster. While most people avoid pain, he studies it. While others hide their mistakes, he publishes them. Because he knows that truth, even when it hurts, is what drives real innovation. He doesn't chase perfection, he chases progress. And progress is born in discomfort. Behind the machines and headlines, there's a man, human, fragile, often exhausted. He's faced depression, criticism, divorce, and endless media storms. He once said, "It's not easy. There are times when I'm extremely tired or sad. But I believe in the future." He cries when rockets fail. He cries when people doubt him, yet he keeps moving. He said, "When something is important enough, you keep pushing, even when everything is against you." He doesn't see pain as punishment. He sees it as purification. Each breakdown became a breakthrough. And maybe that's the real reason Elon Musk stands where he does today. Because he never ran from discomfort, he ran toward it. Elon Musk's story teaches a truth we all ignore. Success is not born in comfort. It's forged in chaos. You become strong not when life is easy, but when it's hard. You grow not when you win, but when you lose and still keep going. Be the one who fights after failure. Be the one who learns from pain. Be the one who dares to do what others only dream. Because greatness isn't a gift, it's a decision to keep walking through the fire. He said, persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. That's how he lives, that's how he wins. So why does Elon Musk embrace discomfort and failure? Because he knows that the edge of discomfort is where growth begins. He knows the future doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the brave. To those who can smile through pain and stand tall after every fall. He's not chasing money. He's chasing meaning. He's not running from fear. He's running toward the unknown. And maybe that's what we all need to do. Don't chase comfort. Chase growth. Don't fear failure. Learn from it. Because when you look back on life, you won't remember the easy days. You'll remember the battles, the rebuilds, the rises. So be like Elon. Dream big, work hard, fall, rise, repeat. Because discomfort builds destiny, and failure is just the first step to greatness. Greater than don't be afraid to fail, be afraid of never trying. Because the ones who dare to fall are the ones who eventually learn to fly. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and enabling notifications by pressing the bell icon. A like and a positive comment are greatly appreciated, especially feedback related to Elon Musk or the topics discussed. Finally, share this video with your network. Thank you for watching and take care.